latticework edifices that look a lot like coral reefs, impossibly fragile looking for something built by such enormous beings. In front of me, the entire valley is filled with lanky structures. They cover the Martian soil for square kilometer after square kilometer, as far as my helmet optics can see. In the open spaces between the hundreds, thousands of lanky shelters, I can see Lankies moving around, alone and in groups, many hundreds of them, more than I've ever seen together. The Lanky that swept me aside continues down the slope toward the cluster of lanky buildings. Halfway down the incline, it stops and turns around. The massive head swivels in my direction until it appears that the Lanky is looking right at me. We regard each other for a long moment. Then the creature lets out a wail that is deafening even from over a kilometer away. I've heard that wail, or versions of it, on the battlefield and in my dreams hundreds of times, and it's unsettling every time, as if it triggers some sort of instinctive response in the primitive parts of our human brains, the bits that make us scared when we're alone in the dark without a light nearby. The wail rolls over the landscape like an aural tsunami, washing over me and reverberating from the hillside behind me until it sounds like it comes from every direction at once. It goes on for what seems like a minute, then fades slowly and ends on a single note that sounds mournful, like a funeral dirge. Down in the valley, the other Lankies take up the call and reply with their own alien voices. First hundreds and then thousands, maybe tens of thousands. I can feel their calls through the ground and the soles of my boots, and in the air all around, as if every air molecule in the atmosphere is moved by the sonic energy of this overwhelming alien chorus. It seems that everyone on this planet should be able to hear this cacophony, which sounds weirdly harmonious, despite being made up of tens of thousands of discordant voices. The chorus goes on for a long time, before it dies down slowly, one voice at a time. The silence that follows is ominous, and far more unnatural to my ears than what came before. I look up to the skies, dark, gray, and empty, and feel a slowly swelling dread seizing my heart. Then there's a new sound, faint in the wind, but undeniably present and growing with every second. A sharp, slicing sound that's just short of a whistle. Just like Lanky calls, I've heard this noise in the atmosphere before, and I know what it portends. I wasn't afraid when the Lanky slammed me aside on his way past me, or when tens of thousands of them started their unearthly wailing. But I'm afraid now, scared to death of what I know is coming down through the atmosphere. I don't see the warheads, but I can feel their malevolent presence in the air and in my bones. The end of the world is coming, and there's nothing that can stop it. No shelter deep enough to hide in, no creature tall and strong enough to survive what is about to come. In the last few moments before the detonation, there's a ripping sound in the air. Small and dense objects displacing air as they streak toward the ground at hypersonic speed. Then the valley in front of me, all the Lankies and their elaborate latticework structures, disappears in a brilliantly, blindingly white flash. A new sun rising into existence right here in front of me on the surface of this planet. I feel the searing heat radiate out from the explosion instantly, and it's like standing right in front of the thrust nozzles of a fusion rocket. I should be incinerated already, reduced to my component atoms in a nanosecond. But my body holds together as the flash and heat from the nuclear explosion wash over me. I stay in one piece long enough for the sound and the shock wave of the multi-megaton nuclear burst to reach me up here on the plateau. It's impossibly loud. A world-ending crash. Sound with so much physical force behind it that it might as well be a solid.